Today on Family Matters.
The three boys have always been naughty. It is a nightmare.
My relationship with Brian is terrible because we're always arguing.
Why don't you just leave it?
Where do you currently live right now?
I live in a caravan.
So you're still together?
Yeah.
But you live in a caravan?
Yeah.
How's that working out for you both? Come on!
Realised why I'm doing to my family. I don't want to do that.
Do you believe he's being genuine?
I don't know, because it can turn the tears on and off like a tap.
You can't just keep talking about doing it. You've got to walk the walk now.
I'm not very good coping with my oldest daughter who's 13. She hates me. She wishes I was dead. I shout, I scream. I feel really, really disappointed myself as a mother.
It is going to end up splitting the family up.
You have the whole family walking on eggshells. They are fearful of you, and it's tearing the whole family apart. And I know you know this. And welcome to the show. My first family today, Mel and Brian, contacted the show as they are in desperate need of help with their three boys. Mel says that her house has become a complete war zone and it's pushing their relationship to breaking point.
My name is Mel, I've got 4 kids. Lewis is 7, Joshua's 4, James is 3 and Lacey's 20 weeks. I've been with Brian 4 years. The main problem in this family is the children. There's never a minute where they're not fighting or shouting.
The three boys have always been naughty. It is a nightmare.
Lewis's dad died 2 years in February. That's why I think as well that Brian favours the others over Lewis.
Something about us two, we can't really just get on all the time.
You are on your warning.
He just turned around and said, oh, Mum, Brian's just smacked me.
You told me to.
I did that, yeah.
Trying to play one of us off each other.
He told me to. Brian.
My relationship with Brian is terrible because we're always arguing.
Why don't you just leave it?
You make him, he'll draw all over. Go on.
Mel will be strict.
Yeah, why have you done it? Yeah. No treats now, tomorrow.
I just give in to him.
I'm on my own. There is nobody and it's a struggle.
I want to be a good dad and I want to do the right things. But what are the right things?
So we want for the kids to listen and not be mischievous. It can't carry on.
Welcome, the pair of you. Nice to see you both. What aren't we on the same page with when it comes to raising the kids together? And don't just tell me everything. I'd like to know.
We're just battling against each other, really. I can say one thing, Mel can say another, but at the end of the day, I should actually listen to Mel. I just don't listen.
Why is that?
No, I can listen. It's just sometimes I feel like I am, but then it just don't sink in. I just think I'm doing the right thing, but I'm not. I should be on. We work together. It's just.
So you're telling me you forget, or you just choose not to be on the same page when it comes to raising the children?
I don't know. I can't really say.
We work together. That's what it is.
We don't work together. We should actually work together.
So take me back. How did you guys meet? And how did you end up with all these cheeky chappies in your house and everything else?
On Facebook.
Facebook. Through a friend.
On Facebook?
Yeah.
There you go, on Facebook.
We both know one lad who was my friend and I didn't know Mel. And he introduced us. And we just clicked off straight away, didn't we?
So you started dating?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, we didn't date really, did we? You just moved straight in, didn't you?
Yeah.
No dating, straight in. and then what?
We had the children, didn't we? And it just went downhill from there.
So you literally moved in, had a child.
2.
Okay, had 2.
Yeah.
Don't know, it's just terrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because he does...
Well, you've obviously got no problem making kids, obviously.
I do different. I'm always cleaning all the time, not me, and she doesn't like that. She'd rather just chill out, but I'm just constantly on the go, and she's, don't do that, not me. The kid make a mess, I'm just like, oh, just out of this bill now. I mean, instead of later, it's just...
OK, so you're a good cleaner. You like to clean. All right, we've got that down. So what about... You had a child before, correct?
Yep.
And that's Lewis, is that
Lewis,
correct?
Yeah.
OK, and how old's that child?
7.
7. OK. And where's Lewis's father in the picture of all this?
He passed away 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
OK. And how did you feel that left you with respects to, you know, your position in the house, obviously Lewis with you, knowing about his father, your relationship?
Me and Lewis, but sometimes we can get on, but sometimes we can't.
We always fight.
There's
no bond.
We haven't got bond.
Yeah, but why not?
I don't.
That's what I thought. Why not?
Cleaning's more important.
Cleaning's more important
to Brian, yeah.
No, I don't feel like but I understand, you know what I mean, where Melanie's coming from.
Are you obsessive with your cleaning? Are you obsessive? Do you do that, you know, more than
from when it gets up,
coming together?
Yeah, from when he gets up till he goes to bed, cleaning the floor, everything.
Even if, yeah, you know what, if you see it like it needs to be done, I'll get on with it and do it. But
So can you tell this one here, OK, what you would like him to be doing when it comes to being with the boys and out there?
Go and play football or teach him to ride a bike or all of them. Spend more time with them. Just you with the boys.
And what would he do in the house? If he was at the house with the boys, apart from cleaning?
I don't know, read a book with them or painting or jigsaws.
And you have all that material there, right?
Got everything.
Right.
I know, I am in the one I don't do it. I do, you know what I mean? And I should do it, I should make more time.
No, we got that. We got the cleaning. Let's go to tape.
I just saying.
When I was younger and I wanted children, I never imagined it would be like this. They won't eat the tea, they're chucking it on the floor.
Right, stop. Enough.
Putting the wallpaper in the front room. Pulling my carpet up.
Right, I'm not having this again. I have to have locks on my doors. They went into the bathroom, got all the soap and squirted it all the way around the bedroom. Joshua, he could just cry for nothing. Darling, Lewis beat me up one time, hit me in my nose and my nose was bleeding. And he never realised what he did.
Bedtime is just a nightmare. Running about, shouting, screaming, trashing the bedroom.
Do we have to have this cake performance the other day? Do it!
Just don't listen to anything what we have to say.
Drives me mad.
Drives you more than mad.
Insane.
All those kids behaving up and down, shouting at each other. Yeah. Where do you currently live right now?
I live in a caravan because we can't stay together at night. And I feel bad, I should be at home with my family because we both need to...
What do you mean you live in a caravan because you can't be home at night?
Instead of the arguments, yes. We both need to de-stress instead of arguing. If we were going to argue, we'll end up arguing in front of the kids, and it's not fair on the kids either. So we do live apart, and on nights I stay there.
So you're still together?
Yep.
Yeah.
But you live in a caravan?
Yeah.
How's that working out for you both? Come on.
It's not. We should be in the same house.
So why aren't you? What you doing living in a caravan?
It's all the arguing,
It's all the arguments, isn't it?
Time away.
But there's ways of being able to have discussions where you end up with resolution.
I don't listen.
Because he doesn't want to listen.
He doesn't listen.
I don't listen. And that's my problem. If I listen a lot more, I can...
Would you like some water?
No, thank you.
Sorry?
No, thank you.
No. You wouldn't like some water, but you heard that. So you've got selective memory. You only want to listen to the things that you want to hear.
Yeah. I'm in the wrong for it as well. I am in the wrong. That's why I'm there, to get help. To get some help. You know what I mean? I am.
It's not a matter about getting help to listen, because you can hear. There's nothing wrong with your hearing. You just don't want to listen to what your partner is saying to help you both be able to raise your kids in a way that they deserve to be raised and to actually enjoy parenthood.
Yeah, I do want to be a good dad, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that. And I should listen. I have got a big part of the blame in this, yeah.
Still to come on Family Matters.
Do you believe he's being genuine?
don't know, because he can turn the tears on and off like a tap.
You can't just keep talking about doing it. You've got to walk the walk now.
Avril, mum to Mel, obviously grandma to the children. There is more calm when I'm there because they know not to push it.
I'd be a mess without my mum. Anything we need, she's there.
I've seen all of them trash the bedroom. I went up and made them tidy it all up.
Up you go! Go! Get rubbing! Keep going. Let's do it properly, please.
Most of the time, I don't think Mel's happy, no, because she's always on edge.
I hate Brian.
Definitely don't work as a team.
They settle, you go up and they start again.
Go up and get the door treats. Simple as, I'm not having it.
And then in the morning it'll be all fresh day. They can have a treat.
The children know that if mum says no, Brian will say yes. Then that makes Mel and Brian argue.
You just put the dinner on the table and walk off.
So that is definitely the big thing I'd like Joe to help him with.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
And you, Jo.
So fill us in, beyond the cleaning, fill us in.
Well, Brian likes to clean. Well, it's just not a good relationship to start with. I think if Mel and Brian had the help as a couple, first of all, I do think that it would reflect a lot on the children. I think they would be better behaved because they see mum and dad arguing all the time. It's just not good.
So what's the truth behind all this running off to the caravan and coming back in the morning
It's
and everything else?
crazy. Absolutely crazy. On the odd times when Brian has stayed over, they can't even get up at the same time in the morning because they just argue. So I think that they need to sort themselves out first, and then I think it would reflect better. If they're happy, it's going to reflect on the children. Not saying the children still don't need help, because they do, definitely, but I think it has to start with these two.
What do you think about what your mum had to say?
I do agree on it. I do agree on what we said. I've always said it.
If children see a couple happy, they're going to be happy. If they see them fighting, that's just the norm to them.
What do you feel you need from Brian?
To me more, and for when I've said something, for it to stay in the middle and act
on it.
Because I can say it, and then a few hours later, you're back to what you were like before.
I understand.
So it goes round in a circle, and nothing changes.
I should take the advice, what I'm getting given, and keep to the advice. But I am not doing it. I don't know why I'm not doing it, but I should be doing. You know what I mean? I should be taking everything in and being what I should be doing. What she says I'm going wrong, I should act on it and do it. Not only for like a day or two. I should be doing it constantly. I might need a bit of help for that.
Let's take a look at some tape.
If we stay there the full 7 nights a week, it will definitely affect mine and Mel's relationship.
Well, me and Joe was in the bedroom.
All noise.
If things don't change with me and Brian, we'll probably end up having to call it a day.
As long as you're bringing money into the house for you, right, yeah, that's all what matters.
Yeah, well, I'm here screaming kids.
Things have got so bad, Brian stays at his friend's house.
It hurts me inside, not being here.
I want to be here in the morning.
Yes, I am going to be here in the morning, darling.
Feels horrible because I love him to bits. And obviously I want to be with him for the kids.
Love you all. God bless.
And for myself.
All right, love you.
Love you too.
Good morning, yeah.
If we don't get the help, they won't have a mum and dad. We'll be split up.
We're going straight into the caravan. What made you get so upset when you saw that?
Looking at the kids, stop lying to me, kids. I'm material listening to my attention, loves me. And you should sort of tell me after, you know what I mean? And just how it is.
Because you want me to tell you day
No,
day out, every minute. When you're at work, you're texting me.
Oh, that was.
If I don't reply, you text me a kiss.
Looking at that, looking the way I am on there. I mean, I've realised in my head why I'm doing to my family. I don't want to do that.
So watching yourself has been a wake-up call for you in seeing how you're behaving?
Yeah, because it's horrible. I'm not. I don't know, father, is it? You know what I mean? Being like that.
Do you believe what Brian's saying?
No.
In your heart, do you feel that he's being really genuine? Do you believe he's being genuine?
I don't know, because he can turn the tears on and off like a tap.
Yeah, but watching that though, watching that is just, that's a reality call. I never seen myself like that. And I do apologise. And
like
I am going to be working and it's going to get out of here.
At the least thing that's not important, and then things that are important, you just, whatever.
Yeah, but
I want to just mention something, that if you both come to a decision here today that you want to make this work between you both, for a start, you've got to get out the caravan, Brian. You've got to get out the caravan.
Yeah, I know that. We need to be in the same house, same roof, so we can work together.
I mean, you've got to get out the caravan. You've got to be under the same roof, at least, OK? So, night-night, bye. That needs to go, OK? You do need to be under the same roof, and the kids need to know that you're both there raising children, OK?
And I need to start listening to the boss, because at the end of the day, she is the boss.
Now, what you need to do, OK, is to follow through. And this is what I'm hearing time and time again. You have these expectations for him, OK? And some of them he's capable of doing. We know that. He said yes to the water, no to the water, but he doesn't want to listen when he doesn't want to listen, OK? But there are some things that I genuinely believe, just being here with you, that I really do truthfully feel that he needs training with. He actually needs to learn.
Yes,
and
you know?
I do need to learn a lot.
Yeah, I believe that.
I'm willing to take anything.
Yeah, I understand that. I believe that. But I also know that you've taken the mickey and all, and you've decided not to listen to things when you could have made things better, and you've become your worst own enemy.
Yeah.
OK, so what I'm saying is that what you need to do is come under the same roof. And really importantly, and this is really where you come into this as well, is really being able to decipher what it is that Brian's going to need training with. Because if you can actually train Brian to understand the importance of doing certain things and why they're important to the children, then it has substance. Then he understands why it's important and it makes sense to him. And if it makes sense to him, then he can follow through and do that. But you can't expect a child, for example, to tidy up the whole bedroom if they don't know where all the bits and pieces go. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and I really do feel that you do need to just focus on what's being said and actually do a kind of one-on-one training on parent craft with your own kids.
Yeah, and I'm willing to do that.
Well, it's good that you're willing to do that.
And it needs to stick out as well.
Where does Brian need the help to understand what he can do? And I would love, I mean, I just... Seriously, God bless grandparents, let me tell you. They are just, you know, we need grandparents, you know, to be there for the times when we don't have patience, you know.
Which is every day with Mel.
Well, I'm sure.
What gives the kids happiness is your love and affection of your mum and dad.
Correct. But you need to start walking the walk now, Brian. Yeah. You can't just keep talking about doing it. You've got to walk the walk now.
That's what I want to do. That's just give me a reality call.
You've got to walk the walk, which means that you have to accept the training that's going to happen. Yeah. That it means that you do have to listen and be focused and follow through. Give me 3 things that you believe right now you could say that's definitely A, B, and C. That's definitely the 1, 2, and 3 that we need to teach Brian.
Listening.
Because we keep telling him, but he doesn't get it.
Stick with his discipline.
Yeah.
To stick with it.
Carry it through.
Not go overboard. Like when he disciplines, say, in the morning.
Yes.
Disciplines, and that has got to be it. Not continue it on for the evening and the next day.
All right, so you're going to go through 101 basic, okay, teachings of how to give warnings, all right, and how to follow through on discipline. And know that the other side of that is praise. Mm-hmm. Being able to notice the things that the kids do, you know, if they're all playing together, you know, and they're all playing with different things, fair enough. But if you see an act of kindness and you see that they're being very helpful, you have to be able to recognise that and let the kids know, because that releases dopamine in their brain. It's like, wow, and they want to do it again. They want to do it again.
No, you don't.
Yeah, but when James walks on, I praise him.
You mainly say, that's naughty, 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 naughty.
So to them, it's just a word now, isn't it?
Yes. They're thinking now they're naughty.
You do that half the time.
Yeah, but when they've been good, I do say, oh, well done for doing that, or I'm proud of you for doing that.
And maybe Mel does at times, okay? But it's not about tit for tat. You do that, and you do this, and you do that. It's about you. It's about you recognising that if you want to be the father that you say you want to be, because you've had a reality check by watching this tape, that you need to be very humble and to listen, okay, and take heed so that you can follow through on that. So the discipline, obviously, when the kids are having their squabbles and they are not listening and behaving. What's the next thing?
Bond with Lewis.
Bond with Lewis, okay? So the ways that you can spend time together. So think about the experiences that you can give them both together, okay? Give Lewis the opportunity. Put a few things, let him write a few things down that he'd like to do that you believe are realistic. Have a quick read of them. Can we actually do them? Just in case Disneyland's on there, right? Put them on a piece of paper, screw them up, put them in a hat, let him choose, because he feels like he's got, you know, the choice of being able to do those with you, and follow through and stick with it. No excuse.
Yeah, I do ask Lewis to do
what I just said, Brian?
Yeah.
No, you're too busy thinking about what you were going to say before I was finished.
Just realise what Lewis wants to do and do it with Lewis.
Give me another one. Throw me another one out there.
Don't argue, bicker with me. And obviously I won't bicker with him.
That's easily said then done, obviously. So
I think you have to show who's the parents as well. Yeah. Don't argue with the children.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What you say is that's what's being done, not, well, let you get away with murder type of thing. You've got to use the parents.
And it'd be a lot tougher on it. Instead of being...
It's not being tough,
It's not being tough, it's just sticking with what you've said instead of giving in. Don't argue back with them.
If he's arguing with you, just ignore him. Walk away and whatever, and ignore him.
All it does is just create an immaturity. And your children need to realise that you can grow up and be the father that will set the example for them. So do we believe that we can follow through? And are we accepting right here? Because I'd like you to leave with all of my books so you can have a good read and have the knowledge, all right? In being able to follow through and actually make that commitment to do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that something that you definitely want to do?
I want to change it, because after that, you know what I mean, I don't want that. I want my kids to have a good life.
Are you ready to, do you mind, are you ready to just step into that place of being able to teach?
I'll try.
Because I'm not going to be there, so I'm going to need you to do it for your family.
I'll have a good try.
Yes?
Yeah.
So I guess the only question I really want to ask is, when you're moving back in, Brian,
Where's your offer to?
Tonight, thank you.
Still to come on Family Matters.
I'm not very good coping with my oldest daughter who's 13. I shout, I scream. I feel really, really disappointed in myself as a mother.
It's going to end up splitting the family up.
Sonia contacted the show to get help for her family, who she says is being completely destroyed because of the behaviour of her 13-year-old daughter. Sonia says she feels completely unloved and unappreciated. Take a look at this.
I need Joe's help because I'm not very good coping with my oldest daughter who's 13. She hates her sister, she's jealous of her sister. She plays one against the other with me and Carl, which is my husband, and it's just all the time. Sharmini, eat! Oh.
I'm not.
Are you listening?
No.
Right, well listen.
No.
It's just a constant war zone. Right, I'm telling you now, right, be quiet. Just shut up. Shut up. Peanuts, would ya? Just getting them off your flipping nerves. We know it all. Everything that Sharmini says that comes out of her mouth is nasty.
You're pathetic, do you know that?
She hates me. She wishes I was dead. I'm a useless mum. I don't care for her.
The worst thing my wife said to me was she hated me and she wished I was never born.
She says she doesn't love me. She wishes she wasn't born.
Stupid mother.
And it's not once in a while, it's every day.
We just generally need help with all the arguments, and like Sharmini and Mum need to bond a bit more.
I don't want to spend time with you.
You want to come downstairs?
Just don't.
Why?
Because I don't like to.
Sharmini's not happy at all. Sharmini's very sad. She feels that everyone hates her. She hates herself. She thinks she's ugly. People tell her that she's ugly.
I don't think we do live in a happy house. I think it's quite dysfunctioned and most of us disconnected.
I feel like I get no love here.
Welcome. Hello. Difficult to watch. What do you feel when you watch that tape?
Let down. I've let her down.
You've let her down. Was that a harsh reality to watch? I mean, I've seen how you're reacting to watching that piece of tape.
Yeah, very hard.
How do you feel that you've let her down?
We're just constantly arguing all the time, and she just feels that I don't love her. And as much as I try to love her, as much as I try to be there for her, she pushes me away every time. You know, like, you keep going back to a dog and you keep poking it, and every time you poke that dog, sooner or later he's gonna bite. And that's what she does. She just does things for me to bite back at her, and I do bite. And I should be the adult. I should be able to walk away.
What happens when you bite?
I shout, I scream, I swear at her. I don't know, I could smack her.
You're physical with her as well?
I have, yeah. Sharmini's very physical with me as well, but yeah, I am. I don't mean to, she says things, or she's in my face, really in my face. And I just think, why are you doing that? You're nasty, and I just go away.
And how do you feel after you've behaved in that way as well? How do you behave? You've lost it as well, you've got angry, you've hit her, you're swearing at her.
Guilty. I feel really, really disappointed in myself as a mother.
Okay, could you tell me a little bit about your husband, Carl?
He's a good dad. But when it comes to me and Carl and the kids, it's absolute mayhem. Not that he doesn't support me. If myself and Sharmini are arguing, he'd prefer just to take a back seat. But when he does get involved, he's too hard. He's too hard on her. And then that causes another fight because he's told Shamini off and I've gone, well, why have you told her off?
Right. What's his personality like?
He's very quiet. He's just a laid-back guy. He just wants an easy life. He's just laid back. He goes to work, he comes home, he just wants to chill out.
OK, well, let's take a look at the tape.
Life at home is very up and down. 1 minute it can be good, and then the next minute, like World War III.
Shamini, are you listening?
No.
Right, we'll listen.
No.
2 hormonal teenagers and a wife. It's not easy.
Shamini,
What?
come in here.
I don't want to.
What he does do, I can't knock him for being a dad. He's a great, great dad. It's me.
To see Sonia and Shamini fight is heartbreaking.
No need to... Don't call me names.
You are?
Don't call me names. Just shut up. Lunch, would you? To get them off your flipping nerves.
Don't think that Sonia and I are on the same team all the time, because when I do step in, then I'm the bad guy. I certainly do feel if I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. Am I happy? Not with the way things are. I'd like to see changes.
Maybe I need to change the way me and Carl are to get there with the girls.
At the end of all our ideas, my fears are that there could be a split within the family. If the family's split, I don't know how the future would work. I honestly don't know.
Welcome, Carl.
Thank you.
What's the conditions like under a house full of women?
Hectic, very hectic.
What do you find hard to watch when you're at home?
Constant fighting, name calling, that we shouldn't be going through, we shouldn't be living like that.
Where do you think the problem lies?
Initially, I think it lies between Sonia and Shamini. If that could be sorted out, the rest will fall into place.
What's it like living with Sonia when she's just losing her temper and she's just gone, and you know she's lost it?
I think it's become part of normal daily life. So a lot of the time, it just goes over your head.
But what is it like, though? How do you actually emotionally feel? I'd like Sonia to hear from you how you actually emotionally feel when she's...
I feel drained.
Just be honest. I need to know.
I feel drained.
Do you feel that he can be honest? I mean, you keep saying just be honest, be honest. Do you feel that he feels he can be honest with you and tell you how you are?
Yes, because if he's not honest now, and we don't do it here and then, I'm going to go.
A lot of the time we walk around on eggshells, so there's not an eruption.
Okay, I'd love to give you the moment here to really be honest and open about feeling like you walk on eggshells and how that makes you feel. Because you do need to hear this, Sonia. You really do if we're to make anything better here. And which means that you have to be brave enough and courageous enough to actually talk your truth.
You shouldn't feel that you're not loved, because you are. But it's hard to show somebody any affection when you've had somebody screaming down the phone at you all day when you're at work. And then you come home and you've got battles between your family. It's hard to sit down and say, I love you, I want to cuddle with you. Because when you've had that all day long, it's just like, leave me alone. And you must feel like that, because I know I do.
Can we take a look at the tape? I would love you to watch my conversation with Shamini today. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How are you doing?
I'm okay, how are
Yeah,
you?
nice to meet you. You get down early today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you feeling tired already? Are you good?
I'm all right.
Yeah, you're all right. So, what discussions were had before you got here? Do you know why we're here together as a family? What did Mum have to say?
She said we need to sort out the family.
Right.
Like, with my attitude and when we're fighting.
OK. Do you think that's correct? Do you think that you have an attitude?
I do have a really bad attitude. Like, my anger.
OK. Where does that come from?
I don't...
Why do you think you get angry? Like, what makes that happen?
I don't know, I get angry over stupid things, like if I don't get my own way or something.
Right. But would you say that all of your anger comes from just not getting your own way?
No, sometimes I get angry at, like, my mum and my dad because they kind of leave me out and everything.
Yeah. So how does that feel when you get left out of things? And what are the things that you get left out of? I want to try and understand that from your point of view.
Like family time and everything. Because I'm normally kind of the moody one in the family.
Yes.
I don't really spend a lot of time with the family. I stay by myself in my room.
Right. From my observations of talking to many, many teenagers, then sometimes be because there's issues or problems going on, and you know, it just sometimes it can be hard sometimes to actually go downstairs and have a conversation with your parents about what's going on.
I'll get in from school, I'll just go straight upstairs and then come down for dinner and then go back up again.
Is it easy to talk to your parents about things that are going on?
Because I don't really talk to them a lot, and when I do, I feel awkward.
Right. So what and why can't those conversations happen with your mum?
My mum will, like, have a go at me, and she'll say that I'm just attention-seeking, I just want the attention.
So she doesn't believe your truth when you're telling her that you have problems and issues going on? Right. How does she talk to you? You and I are just having a very cordial conversation here. It's very calm. Is it different?
Sometimes we can have a good talk and we'll be talking nicely, but when at times we'll be nagging, we should be having a go at me.
Right, and when you say having a go, is that calmly or does she raise her voice? A fight?
Yeah.
And what, a verbal fight or a physical fight?
I'll lash out at my mum.
So you'll be physical with your mum. What kind of things do you do?
I slap her.
You slap your mum. And what makes you do that?
I just lash out.
Sorry?
I just lash out. I can't control my anger.
And where does that frustration come from when you're having those conversations?
I actually don't know.
Like, does your mum say something to you or behave in a certain fashion that you then get angry?
She says something to me. She'll say something to me and I'll get angry at her.
Right, OK. And then you lash out. And how does your mum react to that?
She'll walk off crying.
So your mum, is she just like this with you, or is your mum like this with, you know, your sister?
It's just me.
And what about your dad?
He doesn't really get involved with our fights.
Right. And what do you think about that?
He should really step in a bit more.
Right, it's been great talking to you.
And you.
And catching up. Anything else, just let me know.
OK.
Good to meet you.
And you.
Bye, love. Do you think it's right that she's spending the amount of time in her room that she is?
Not at all.
Why do you think that she is choosing to spend her time in a place and space that's safe for her?
It's peace and quiet.
Get away from the moaning and groaning, the shouting and the screaming.
Still to come on Family Matters.
You have the whole family walking on eggshells. They are fearful of you, and it's tearing the whole family apart. And I know you know this. What's going on here? What's going on between the pair of you?
Don't know how much more I can take.
Do you know what to do? Do you know what she needs? There is a young, innocent child who is caught in the middle of all of this. And I've got to the point with him now that I don't go anywhere. It's just too stressful. Just upset. I just need it to get better. I don't think the problem's the kids. I really don't. I think the parents have got to put their ideas up. It's good you're here today, because today you don't have to run anymore.
I do love Cole. I know Cole loves me, but I think we've got into a rut where it's an everyday thing. It's like washing your face or brushing your teeth every day. So all I do have is the dog, and that's from morning till night. The worst thing I think she says to me is when she says she doesn't love me, She wishes she wasn't born, because when she came along, she took it all away, which is not true.
I felt like it since, like, the day Aisha was born, I was kind of forgotten, basically. And my mum didn't even want to look at me sometimes.
She wishes that I leave and that I never come back. And it's not once in a while, it's every day. It's every day.
Most of the time, I don't really look forward to coming home from school. Mostly I want to stay at school, that's why I stay after school a lot.
And Charmy, fight is heartbreaking.
Sometimes affects my life at school because when Mum's here alone, I get really worried because she gets quite ill from the stress.
What do you think about that? Where does this go? I mean, you know, where does this continue to go?
I don't know. I really don't know.
It is going to end up splitting the family up.
Why is that?
Because it can't go on like this.
Carl, can I ask you to just stand up for a minute? I'd like to bring a chair over here for a moment, please. Can you just come closer, please? You don't know why it's happening. And you're fearful that the relationship is going to end because your wife is going to push you to the point where you are going to feel that the only option is to leave. The future for Charmy is bleak at this point. You have the whole family walking on eggshells. They are fearful of you. You're overwhelming, over-suffocating, domineering and controlling. And it's tearing the whole family apart. And I know you know this. I know that you know that you're behaving this way. But you justify it with the small little things that come up every day, the surface stuff. But you're killing your relationships. You're ruining and ripping the roof off your family home. Your husband loves you and he's loyal to you. But no man can honestly stand here feeling emasculated in any way when he's being overpowered and controlled by a woman that he feels that he can't even emotionally be intimate with because of the fear of how you will react to that information. It is not healthy. It's very dysfunctional. Sonia, I want to give you the opportunity right here, right now, to go and receive that help and to get that counselling from my co-workers. Will you please accept that help? You have beautiful children. You know, you have a husband through thick and thin. You know, is telling you that he loves you because he sees that vulnerable side of you. You know, he sees that side that's crying in pain every day. He sees that. But you're going to push everybody away, and it's hard. It's a hard tape. It's a hard tape to watch. A young girl as beautiful as your daughter is, to know that she's not even getting the first step on the ladder to have a healthy relationship with her mother because she cannot help you. She's not your psychologist, your counsellor. She's your child. She loves you. She's loyal to you, but you're teaching her dysfunctional ways of communicating and being in a relationship. And she's becoming the victim of that every day while you choose to just stand here and do nothing. So please receive the help and learn what you have been through and come out the other end a different woman, because you need to be a different woman in order to have the healthy relationships that I believe your family deserve. The chance is there. The chance is there. The change can happen, but it's going to take work, Sonia. It's going to take work.
I do really want to change it. I don't want to be like this, and I don't want to not have a relationship with Shamini.
Then you want to work.
That.
Then you need to do the homework.
Yeah,
because
I will.
What you can have is a daughter that does feel that she can come to her mum and talk to her mum.
Yeah, and I want that. I want that so much. But I also need you to be on board with me. I need you to help me, babe. I can't do it on my own.
It's not a case of you being on your own.
It's all right you being there in body.
It's a case of two adults having a go at one child.
No, I don't want to do that. That's bullying. That's what
oversteps the mark with bullying, and I don't want to do that.
Oh, I know that. I'm not asking you to do that, but when I'm telling her, well, you can see it's getting a little bit out of hand, just step in with me. If I, you know, just support me. I just don't feel...
I've always tried to do that.
I know you have, and I've pushed you away, and this is why I want the help.
But you need to recognise that there are some circumstances that you can't expect your husband to be there
deal with it myself.
As a father, because it's been dysfunctional.
Yeah.
You've justified. An abuser will justify why they should be shouting at their child, why that child deserved a smack, while that child deserved the verbal abuse. You justify it. That's what abusers do.
There's no justifying it, though.
I'm wrong. There's not. It's about understanding the condition that you have. Will you both make a promise to your family and yourselves to be able to break these dysfunctional cycles so that you can receive the help and understand, OK?
I promise
so that you can make things much more healthier and functional in your family? Will you do the homework because you need to?
I promise with all my heart. I just want Shamini to be just happy. That's all I want.
And yourself as well. And you'll be a happier woman as well. You won't be the woman that you are here today with me. You'll understand more. It will bring you closer together. Once you understand, it will bring you much closer together. You'll have the love, the intimacy, the laughs, the open dialogue, the conversations. You'll have that. Will you make that pledge today?
Yeah. 100%.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for watching Nurture. Make sure you subscribe for more modern parenting.